Hi Ananya, I'm fine. Weekend is going fine. How are you? Okay, we can start. Hmm, glad you got it. Alright. No questions. Which is good thing. Madan Mishra ji, hello. Please ask. Is the essence of Magha Nakshatra achieving success and then feeling dissatisfied? Ketu. Yes. Achieving everything and then realizing that everything was futile. The whole journey was futile. But you can realize only by after achieving it, not before achieving it. This is why, I stress heavily on gunas, okay, Sattu, Rajas, and Tamas. Every planet has three nakshatras. Every planet rules over three nakshatras. Ketu rules over Ashwini, Magha, and Mula. Ashwini is the tamasic representation of Ketu. Magha is the rasic representation of Ketu, and Mula is the sattvic representation of Ketu. So when Magha is the rasic, it represents all the luxuries, pomps, glory, royal kingdom, and all. Still, Ketu is the this like a ruler, which shows that no matter what you achieve, you will feel empty inside you, but you can feel it only after achieving it, not before achieving it. Okay. uh, what is the definition of balanced mindset according to you, and which planetary placement shows that? Balanced mindset is the, I would say that You are in control of your actions, reactions, and responses rather than anyone else triggering you. I won't say that balanced mind person never gets angry, nothing like that. He utilizes anger. Okay, whenever he thinks that anger is necessary, he utilizes it. It is not that balanced mindset person will never be like sad or depressed in life, or it is whenever he thinks that this is the time where he should express his sadness also. Why not? It is also one of the emotion of her life. But the only difference is that he is deciding his emotions. Other people are not triggering him. That is the balanced mindset I would understand. Okay. So he decides how to behave, how to act and react rather than other people deciding for him. Okay. He is not triggered by other people in the most simple language. Like even in the matters of like sadness or depression and all, there is this small story of like a monk. His guru passed away. Okay. His guru passed away, and when his guru passed away, he started crying, and all other monks said that, okay, why you are crying? Don't you know that like guru was teaching us all these years that there is nothing like death and only physical body dies and all. So he said that I am crying for that physical body only. His physical body was also very, very like beautiful, and I will not be able to see that physical body again. So I am crying for that, and it is my right to cry for my guru. Okay, so it is, he is crying, he is sad because he wants to be, not other people are forcing him to be. Okay, so this is the main thing about balanced mind person. He decides how to act and react rather than other people triggering him. Moon becomes the most important planet when it comes to mindset. Okay. uh, Moon in good position, like exalted, or uh, I would say exaltation is the main thing. Okay, Moon in Taurus in Kritika, the best position you can get. But otherwise, also, if Moon is in good dignity, that person can have some sort of like balanced mindset. It is very tricky, like because Moon gets impacted by every planet. So even the slightest of aspect of a malefic planet is enough to spoil the show. Okay, so we cannot rely much on position. We need to rely on the activities someone is performing, how much this person is self-aware, how much this person is evolved, how much like this person is involved in spiritual pursuits and all. That decides whether he will have balanced mindset or not, as I see. Okay, namaste Alankrita, happy Diwali Vedant, how are you? Gopal ji. D1 seventh lord Saturn is strong in Capricorn, seventh house in D1. Okay, but in second house, Aries in D9, how it will affect? You are asking for effect in which area of life? Okay, if you are asking about relationship, marriage, and all, then Saturn remains Saturn. It is not a relationship oriented planet. The person is going to have some difficulties in like relationship life. If you are asking for the business, again Saturn remains Saturn. It requires lot of hard work and perseverance in like establishing his business. Okay. Isn't it same with Dhanishta Nakshatra, to achieving everything and then feeling dissatisfied? Uh, it is not about dissatisfied. With Dhanishta, I feel that the main difference is that uh, it is like you are fulfilled. Okay. Understand dissatisfaction and feeling of completion. Okay, dissatisfaction means the person still feels that if I had something else I would be more happy. Okay, this is where Magha and Ketu come a connection. We can say that okay, I have 1 lakh rupees in my account, I wish I had like 2 lakh more, then I would be more happy. Okay, this is dissatisfaction. Person feels the Dhanishta type of energy is about completion. He knows that okay, I had enough, no matter how much I add now, it is not going to improve anything. Okay, so he doesn't care whether he gets another like over 2 lakh or not. So that is the only difference I see between Magha ruled by Ketu and Dhanishta. Uh, which activity help to keep balanced mindset? It depends on the nature of the person. Largely, there are 8 billion people in the world, and every person is unique. So it is difficult to set a rule, a straight jacket formula for everyone. But largely, we can divide people into two categories: extrovert and introvert, antarmukhi and bahirmukhi. Okay, there are people like ambivert also. So it depends on the person whether he is extrovert, introvert, or ambivert. If extrovert person is there, he will be feeling more mentally at peace by external activities, doing something for society, serving people and all. That is his way of finding peace. Introvert will be more about within himself. Okay, so that is another way of like finding peace. Ambivert person has to first go out, and then when the energy gets exhausted, he has to come inside. Okay, so we cannot decide just like that. Every individual is different, every individual situations are different. That is it. Isn't this is the thing? Okay. Do malefics that promote detachment like Saturn and Ketu also help the moon stay more grounded in difficult times? If the person is ready to learn their lessons. Rather, most of the time I have seen like people are resentful. Okay, rather than understanding the lessons around the Saturn and Ketu, they are more resentful. Okay, why this thing is not happening? Why that thing is not happening? Why I got separated from my partner? Why I had to lose my job and all? So people are into this mode. If they are really in understanding the lesson of Saturn and Ketu, they can be like the most spiritual planet, and they can help you a lot in spirituality. But largely people are not interested in that. If it is so, if there is someone who is learning the lessons, great. Mm, good morning, Radhaji. Hope all is well. Lovely. We are the creators of all experiences ourselves. Great. Good job. Thank you. Which planetary placements show good career in sports? So on the website you will find many articles of different professions. So there is an article on a sports person also. I think I gave the example of Sachin Tendulkar's chart. So you can refer to that article. Just search for chart of a sports person on the site astrosaxena.com or .in. You will get it. So it is detailed. I cannot explain the whole article here. That's why I'm saying that. For an Aquarius native, Shani in the fifth house, Gemini, Moon in the sixth, and Sun in the eighth. Chandra is with Guru in the sixth, Sun is with Mercury. What is the question? Uh, yeah, what is the question, Radhaman? Say if Moon is exalted but sitting with Rahu, will that create an imbalanced mind? Yes. One of my friend had it. Rahu Moon in Taurus. So it means like a person is too much about the like ordinarily. I'm not telling about everyone with Rahu Moon in Taurus. Ordinarily, the person is about too much of the materialistic side of life. Okay, for this person money is everything. Okay, for this person, my friend. Okay, for him money was everything. He can let go of anything else for money. Okay. mm, Addiction is seen from 8th house. No, addiction is seen from 12th house. 12th house represents losses where you lose yourself. Addiction, intoxication is something in which you lose yourself. Chandra is with Guru, Sun is with Mercury, the thinking, both for the same. Aquarius native. Sun, Mercury. It is Moon is with exalted Jupiter, so person should have some good mindset and all. That is what is expected. 3, 4. Right. Uh, I would expect like a positive mindset with Moon Jupiter in Cancer. Sun Mercury in Virgo can make him like perfectionist kind of. Okay, so that is there. Yeah, a person can be interested in healing and healthcare and all. That is a possibility. Sun Mercury, if they are in Hasta, then also like healing and healthcare. Jupiter in Kendra Trikon from Moon is auspicious, or if it is from ascendant. Uh, Largely, like ascendant shows the life path, Moon shows the mindset. Uh, so, if we want to see how life path will unfold, then see from the ascendant. If you see how mind is working or functioning, then see from the Moon. So it depends on what is more important for you, life path or mindset. Okay. So and like important thing is that Kendra Trikon houses are not that important as the dignity, sign based dignity. If Jupiter is Kendra Trikon from the ascendant or moon, but if it is debilitated, it is not much of like beneficial. I'm not saying it is losing all the benefic effect. I'm saying it is reducing in its effect. But if Jupiter is in good position, exalted or like friendly sign, and then it is Kendra and Trikon from the moon or ascendant, it is more beneficial. So look at the like sign positions rather than house positions. Sign based dignity runs the show in astrology. Okay, so Scorpio ascendant, Ketu in Lagna and ninth house have Jupiter and Mars. Some guidance. Person can be interested in research oriented side of life, maybe like psychology or even occult mysticism. So these kind of things, astrology, numerology, these can be an interest with Ketu in the first house, Scorpio, Jupiter, Mars together in Cancer. In the ninth house, Jupiter is exalted, Mars is debilitated. Neech Bhangraj Yoga, it is good for education, higher education, teaching and guiding and counseling people, but not for relationship matters. This is where the trouble may come. Okay, the person should go towards any research oriented education knowledge and share with people. It is more so if ascendant nakshatra is Vishakha, because uh, Vishakha is ruled by Jupiter. Thank you. Yes, it is Hasta. Great. Good job. By the way, Shukra is in the ninth. Good job. Libra. Moon sign. Namaste, Aryanji. One thing to ask. I will take. Thank you. Are planets that are trying to each other influence each other? Every planet influences each other. Okay, not only Trine. But Trine is like harmonious. Okay, Trine houses, Trikon houses, and all, they are harmonious energy. They are cooperative. It is considered if planets are trying to each other, they cooperate with each other. Okay, it is considered. Now again, it depends which planet is there. If it is Saturn and Ketu, obviously there you cannot expect much cooperation from them. But if it is like Jupiter and Moon, obviously more cooperation is expected. So this is one thing to ask, that which planetary placement made Osho a great spiritual mystic. Lots of planets in his eighth house. Okay, the if I have to choose few planetary placements from his chart, lots of planets in eighth house Sagittarius. That is like good enough to make someone mystic. Eighth lord exalted. Rahu's lord is also eighth lord. Rahu is in Pisces. Its lord is also Jupiter. So Jupiter is exalted and it is ruling over five planets in the eighth house and Rahu. So it is like the whole chart is Jupiter dominated chart, and Jupiter is exalted. So this is where the whole thing was like the mystic, the mystic guru. Mm, Scorpio ascendant, yeah, I covered it, sir. Humor world. I covered it. Person should be in the research oriented side of life and all. Great. Mars Rahu Jupiter conjunction in the ascendant can make a person too egoistic. It can, because they can be all about themselves. Okay, Mars Rahu Jupiter in first house. First house is self, and three planets. Among them, two are expansive. Okay, Rahu and Jupiter, and one is adamant. So, like the Mars. So this person can be like, okay, my way or highway. Okay, either like accept my views, or okay, we cannot be together. So that is what can happen. I am not saying will happen, it can happen. Okay, Mars Rahu Jupiter together in the first house, so it can be like person is unable to see anything beyond himself. Okay, and which planetary placement shows a super smart person? Mercury in Virgo. Okay, clever, cunning. Hi Nitish, my friend has Moon Rahu in the 7th house, Venus in the 12th house. She isn't able to find a partner for years now. Thoughts on this? Which ascendant, which signs they are in? Moon Rahu in the which dasha? Lots of things are involved. I cannot just say just like that. Okay, anyways. For a Mesh native, Mars is in fifth house, Jupiter in the ninth house, Venus, Moon, and Venus debilitated. What are the thinking and motivation? Obviously, like relationship wise, it is difficult to have Venus, Moon both in Virgo. In the sixth house, person can be too perfectionist, too much critical, nitpicky, and all that. So that is that we can see. But if the person focuses on creative side of life, ascendant lord in the fifth house, Jupiter in the ninth house, if the person focuses more on creative side of life, following their creativity and all, then things can be better. Good evening, Shilpa ji. How are you? What are the results when Moon is in the sixth house for Gemini Lagna? It is in the Scorpio sign. The Moon in the sixth house is Scorpio, so obviously can be unstable. Moon in the sixth house person is someone who is always thinking that I have to face most obstacles in life. No one else faces these many obstacles and all. So this is what happens with Moon in the sixth house person. Uh, Plus it is debilitated. So facing those obstacles can be like lots of like draining. It can be draining for the person to face those obstacles. Okay. Saturn Jupiter in first house in Aries. Saturn is debilitated. This person will feel lots of frustration. He will feel that his life is stuck. It is not moving anywhere. So this is where what it can be with Saturn Jupiter in first house Aries. And then largely this person will grow in life from 30s onwards. That doesn't mean he has to sit idle for 30 years of age. He has to work hard so that he can prosper after 30 years of age. So benefits, results, or like appreciation will come after 30 years of age. If Mercury is in the 10th house for Sagittarius Lagna, aspected by Saturn, then also super smart with time. Like Saturn's aspect delays everything. Okay, so with time, as the person goes through like lots of experiences and situations in life, he will develop his smartness. But Mercury in Virgo are like too clever, too perfectionist, cunning, cunning up to the level of cunningness. Right. Ketu transit over ninth house, Jupiter transit over first house, aspecting the ninth house, and Dasha is Ketu sitting in first house, aspecting ninth house of higher education. Get into any research oriented higher education. That is the best thing the person can do in this time period. If he is interested in occult mysticism, spirituality, then why not? But any research oriented higher education, spirituality, psychology, astrology, these kind of things can be great. Is this theory true that Saturn transiting ascendant Lord causes weight loss and Jupiter weight gain? Yeah, it is sad. Jupiter represents expansion, so when it transits over your ascendant or ascendant Lord, it expands the person. Saturn represents contraction, limitation. So when it like passes through the ascendant or ascendant lord, it limits the person. If a person has seventh lord Mercury in the 10th house for Sagittarius Lagna in Hasta Nakshatra, then does it show a spouse who will cheat the person? Mm, no, I will not say so, because it is more about a perfectionist spouse. I will not bring cheating here. Otherwise, also, like I have some different views on cheating and betrayal, because I don't think cheating ever happens. Okay. So this is the another thing, but here I don't think it is just a perfectionist spouse. Partner is expecting too much from a person. What affects the life most? Do it Mahadasha, Antardasha, Varshadasha. Mahadashas rule over your life. Your life moves as per the Mahadashas you go through. Okay. Rahu Mahadasha, I was completely oblivious of my life. What is happening, no idea. Jupiter Mahadasha, sitting as a teacher, guiding others, that what they should be doing. In Rahu Mahadasha, I had no idea about myself. In Jupiter Mahadasha, I am telling others about what they should be doing. So Mahadasha runs the show. Leo ascendant Saturn, Jupiter, and Aries in the ninth house. How will Saturn Mahadasha be? We discussed in detail, right? So Saturn in Aries in the ninth house, Saturn Mahadasha. In matters of higher education, the person has to put an extra effort to gain some good results in higher education. Plus, person has to may get very harsh and strict teachers. Okay, so there the person has to take care, may go away from their homeland. Okay, because ninth house is far distant lands and all. So that is another result. Saturn is also a relationship oriented planet, so they need to be very mature, very practical and realistic to have some good results in relationship life. Otherwise relationship life can be very difficult in this Saturn dasha, because Saturn is not a relationship oriented planet. uh, right. Shweta ji, if Venus and Rahu in the ninth house in Cancer sign, does it mean foreign settlement? It can bring opportunities of foreign settlement. Cancer sign, that means it is Scorpio ascendant. So Rahu rules fourth house, Venus rules the seventh and the 12th. They both are sitting in the ninth house, Cancer. So this is ninth house is anyways the people of different ethnicity, culture. Rahu anyways foreign settlement, foreign lands and all. So if the person is also going through the dasha, now it is about dasha and transit. If the person is going through the dasha which activates this combination, then possibilities are there. Opportunity can be presented. Now if person takes the opportunity, doesn't take the opportunity, it is his wish, free will. Cunning in this case also. Good job. Be cunning. Know the height of person through ascendant nakshatra or planet aspecting on the ascendant. I don't think we can decide about physical features or physique of a person, because understand it largely depends on your ethnicity. Okay. Um, at same point of time during the same day, thousands of children are taking birth in the whole world. We cannot say a Cancer ascendant person born in Japan will have the same height for someone who is born in Africa. That is it. So your physique for your physical features and all, it is largely ethnicity based, not uh, astrology based. How will Saturn's third or 10th aspect on Jupiter affect weight loss or gain, assuming Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius in ascendant? It is not about aspect. Okay, what we were discussing, either Saturn sitting in the first house or Saturn transiting through first house over first lord. So it is. I don't think aspect may impact that much about physical health. But if Saturn is transiting through Sagittarius for this person, or Saturn is transiting over Jupiter, so then the that result can come up. 11th Lord in 10th house is Scorpio ascendant. Mercury in Leo, get into creative, skillful business. Follow your skills and creativity as in business setup career. Uh, all these articles are written lot through houses and all. Just pay some time and effort in searching for these articles and reading them. People not interested in reading, right? That's why YouTube is so popular. Moon Rahu both in Pushya Cancer in 4th house, Mars Ketu in the 10th house. Forget about job setup work, Mars Ketu in the 10th house Capricorn. Okay. Now Moon Rahu in 4th house Pushya Cancer. Focus more on working from home, private offices, and maybe in the matters of like healthcare or any kind of teaching, guiding, counseling, or any kind of Pushya related work. Right. Shakti ji. Cancer ascendant, Jupiter in 4th house, good job. Mars Saturn in 3rd house, great. Rahu in the 12th, Sun, Moon, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. Really lost all my money. Guide me. I cannot guide like this. Okay, this is not the place to get the consultation. Okay, so I can only give conceptual questions, answers. Okay, I need to see the dashas and transits, what is happening, why you lost all your money. Okay, that is also a question. Okay, what circumstances? So I'm not such a great astrologer to guide people on this type of information. When Jupiter was on my ascendant Lord, I gained 10 kgs. Now Saturn is over my ascendant Lord, I lost 10 kgs. So it seems true. It is balance, right? 10 kgs here, 10 kgs there. Without even trying. Good job. Uh, which house planet horoscope represents financial condition in life after 30? What do you mean by financial condition? Do you mean like financial improvement and all? As I said, life moves as per the dasha. If the person is going through like more beneficial dasha, and most importantly, if the person is aligned with the dasha energy, okay, then person can get good results, finances and all. But if the person is not aligned with the energy of the chart or planet or the dasha, then difficulty. Why Jupiter is killing me in Jupiter dasha? Because you may not be doing anything related with Jupiter. Jupiter represents knowledge sharing, guiding, counseling, teaching, being a guide, guru. So if you are not doing anything related with these things in life, then you may be feeling that Jupiter is killing you. Jupiter is not killing you. Jupiter doesn't kill anyone. No planet kills anyone. Aryan Mishra ji, sir, in that. Okay. I am good, sir. Thank you for asking. I have one question. What does it mean to have Venus as the Pitrikaraka and Mercury as Ghanatikaraka? Pitrikaraka, I don't follow that much. I think that is only followed by Jagannath Hora. This Jagannath Hora software gives the eighth Karaka as Pitri Karaka. Otherwise, Pitrikaraka is not considered that much, and I don't consider it either. So I will consider it as like Putrakaraka rather than. Uh, so it should be then your Ghatini Karaka and Mercury should be Dharakaraka. But anyway, what you are asking is this. Mercury as Ghatni Karaka means Mercury is communication. Ghatni Karaka represents conflicts. It shows that you may attract conflicts, you may invite conflicts the way you speak. Okay. You may not be able to convey your thoughts properly to the people, and which may invite troubles for you, which may invite conflicts, disputes for you. That is one result of Mercury as Ghatni Karaka. I will consider Venus as Putrakaraka here, not Pitrikaraka. Okay. So love towards child or love towards the children in general or love towards the creative aspect of life. That is what I see. Improvement. Good job. Venus is money and beauty. Pisces is the 12th sign. Then why is Venus exalted where losses are significant? There are many reasons. Pisces is the sign of spirituality, creativity. So, if we ever make good money, that is like in a creative field. Okay, when we are like following our creative pursuits, following our this spiritual side of life, then money automatically comes. This is my experience. Okay, money automatically comes if you are following your spiritual path and all. You need not to worry about it. Okay. uh, Another way of like looking at it is like Venus is money and beauty, and Pisces is the sign of spirituality. So spiritual wealth is the real wealth. That is another interpretation. Another way is that Venus highest representation is service and devotion, and Pisces is the sign of spirituality. So whatever you do in life, devote yourself spiritually to that work. Okay, even if you are a doctor, devote yourself spiritually towards your patients, their health care and all, and devote completely. Okay, no questions. Okay, then Venus will give the best of the result. Okay, in that spouse question, one thing to add that Ketu, Sun, Jupiter is also with Mercury. Then will the spouse be loyal to the person? I cannot decide about someone's loyalty like this. Okay, and there are lots of questions. If I just talk about it, if the partner is not loyal, then other partner is also responsible somewhere. Okay, it is never a one-sided thing. If I'm not caring my partner, if I'm negligent towards my partner, if I'm neglecting her, then only she will think about being not being loyal to me and all. So we cannot decide such questions like this. We have to get into the root of a matter. Okay, so uh, it is like unfair to judge someone and their loyalty and character just because of some planetary placements. You have to get back to their life, what is happening in their life, what is making them going into that path. Are planets that are in between fire and water signs Gandanta, okay, show a lot of inner transformations because a planet is leaving an element and going into the other. Right. Good job. Good job, Ananya. I am so proud of you. So it is if it is Venus, then person may feel lots of transformations around Venus, relationship or financial life. If it is Sun, then it is about father or career. If it is like Moon, maybe emotional transformations, emotional upheavals. If it is Jupiter, maybe like about their spiritual life and all. So that is it. If an individual is under the dasha of Mula Nakshatra planet and moon is in Mula second house, uh, and the abrupt uprooting has already happened, family dissolved because of divorce, can things still restart? Things can start any point of time. Okay, so this is uh, the timing of restart or like working again. Mula is like uprooting and placing it back again under the soil. So it is not only about uprooting has happened. Now it is time to place it back again under the soil and give the initial nourishment, that is Purvashada. So the person can restart the things, but he should learn his lessons. Why abrupt uprooting happened? What went wrong? Okay, so that same thing should not happen again. Guidance from for Saturn Mahadasha for Scorpio Ascendant, Saturn in 8th house. Good job. Thank you. I am starting my Saturn Dasha in 2027. So be proactive, and I'm Scorpio Ascendant. So be proactive as much as possible. Okay. Uh, then only you can handle Saturn in a positive way. You cannot think that okay, let Saturn Dasha start, then I will start working hard and then I will persevere and all. By that time it is too late. Then Saturn will take you for a ride. Okay, so with Saturn you have to start early. Okay, like I am in Jupiter Rahu Mahadasha. Okay, this is like one guidance we all can have from September. From 22nd September I started Jupiter Rahu Dasha. Rahu is with Saturn in my 10th house, Leo, and throughout my life I had the issues with bones and all. Okay, and Saturn represents bones related health issues. Saturn Dasha is coming from 2027. So, this time period, 2 years time period, I have to strengthen my bones, to do something which can strengthen my bones. So, what I did, I started with yoga classes. Okay, from like last month and all, I started with yoga and all, learning yoga, and so that I can prepare myself by the time Saturn Mahadasha starts 2027. So I am preparing for it 2.5 years before. So this is the way to handle Saturn. This is the only way to handle Saturn. Proactive efforts. Be as proactively as possible. Be all your plans should be long term plans. It should not be like anything about next 3 months or 6 months and all. Whatever you make as a plan for your Saturn Mahadasha, it should be a long term plan, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line. Okay, so that is going to help you. From which Mahadasha you are going through? I just covered Jupiter Rahu. Thank you. You're welcome. How much importance should we give to the 16 Vargas in the analysis of any chart? I prefer looking at D1 first, exhaustively, completely, and then I go to the like relevant divisional chart. So if I completely look at D1 chart exhaustively, all points, then my job is easier in D9, D10 and other divisional charts. So this is why I prefer looking at D1 completely, and then I will look at, like, if it is a career oriented question, then I will look at D9 and D10. If it is like a childbirth related question, then D7. Then relevant divisional chart becomes important, but focus is still D1 and then the relevant. I will not jump into the divisional chart. They are important, but they are important after the main birth chart. That Mars in Scorpio, person is used to deal with ups and downs in life, but Mars in Aries person is not, because Scorpio is sign of ups and downs. But why Mars is better in Aries? Because Scorpio is the sign where no planet wants to be. Because we don't want to be in a Scorpio zone. Scorpio is the sign of major instability, chaos, ups and downs. We don't want to get up every morning with a new chaos going on in our life. Okay, so that is why no planet likes to be in likes to be this Scorpio. So Mars in Scorpio, although Mars rules Scorpio, but it's still Mars also doesn't want to be in Scorpio. Mars is fine with Aries. Mars can handle the energy of Aries. Okay. Aries is more stable in comparison of Scorpio. Once Oshoji told that meditation and mindfulness increases intelligence largely. Is it true? Yeah, it will. The moment you are aware of your life, your decisions, obviously you will take better decisions in life. What do you think that the stellium in March 25 will bring on a broader scale, economy, health system? When a child is born during this, what would be the best rising sign to deal with the constellation? Okay, I'm not much into like child born in that time period, because you may take any ascendant. This stellium will be falling somewhere, and it will be impacting one or the other area of life for every ascendant. Okay, so you may draw any chart. I will not prefer Aries and Scorpio ascendants. Why? Because Mars is getting like debilitated during that time in Gemini and Cancer. So this is the most important thing, that stellium is happening in Pisces, but the real impact will be felt in Aries and Scorpio sign. Wherever Aries and Scorpio falls into your chart, the real impact will be there. Why? Pisces is 12th from Aries. Okay, so Pisces house where Pisces falls, it represents loss of Aries house. 12th from Aries. So it is loss of the house where Aries falls. And Aries Lord Mars is also going into debilitation, Gemini and Cancer. Okay, up to May 2025. So between March to May, there will be a point where this Aries sign is completely gone. It is completely weak. So many planets in Pisces, which is 12th from Aries, and Aries Lord Mars is also debilitated. Okay, so wherever Aries falls, you have to be like extra careful about that area of life. That area of life will be like impacted heavily, severely. Okay, so here we need to be like very careful, very proactive, very preventive of any mishap and all in that area of life. Why mishap? Because Mars represents accidents, injuries, bloodshed and all. Also Mars rules a Scorpio sign also. Okay, so Scorpio, wherever Scorpio falls, that area of life can also go through like major difficulties when Scorpio Lord is Mars is debilitated. So this is the main thing. The stellium is although happening in Pisces, but it is 12th from Aries. So and Aries Lord is debilitated. So focus on where Aries falls into chart. uh, I wrote an article on stellium in Pisces, so that article may be helpful. Just search on the website. It is going to be a difficult time period. From now to June, okay, now to June, it is like walking on eggshells, and or like be very careful about almost everything in life. Okay. Could you please similarly share the key lesson of Purvabhadra Nakshatra? Purvabhadra is about your initial spiritual experiences. It is about following spirituality at the beginning level. It is also about probably split in relationships, because it is two-faced person. Okay, so that is also there. Mm, then Purvabhadra is also about mm, uh, right. These are like main themes of Purvabhadra. So if person is involved into like spiritual activities, meditation, yoga, and all, then it is better utilization. For relationship matters, this nakshatra can be difficult. Split, two-faced person. Drink milks are healthy for bones. Good job. Thank you, sir. One question and last question, you always talk about taking proactive action. Is meditation also an effort, or we can say that it is proactive measure? Meditation brings awareness, and with awareness, you can take proactive efforts. What advice and how do you bring the stability for Scorpio or 8th house related Mahadasha? Accept it. You cannot bring stability, accept the instability. That is it. Once you accept the instability, then it automatically becomes the stability. That is the only way to deal with a Scorpio in 8th house. Accept that there will be a change. The problem happens, change doesn't bring stress, as I always say. Resistance to change brings stress. We try to resist the change. So don't try to resist the change, accept the change. Uh, like I'm a student, and if my planetary position shows that I may face difficulty in education, does meditation will be a dignified, proactive measure, along with the studies to excel in studies? And sir, is there any recent transit showing problem related with cold and cough? Anyway, season in India is changing. Be careful about it. This meditation in matters of study, it can again bring like more focus, more attention. Okay, so in that matter, it can be helpful. So in that matter, like meditation can be helpful in bringing more focus, attention, and patience to continue your studies and all. But obviously you have to study. It cannot study on your behalf. I love you too. Thank you. Mm. How do we see in a kundali the area of life or the native will completely ignore? We can say Ketu, or if Saturn Ketu conjunction is there, okay, we may we may not even be concerned about that area of life wherever Saturn Ketu energy exchanges there. Does Chalit chart matters? I don't consider it. It matters. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I don't consider it. Okay. Okay, I think for me, D1 chart is most important because every other chart is coming out of D1 chart. If we don't have D1 chart, we cannot even make other charts. Hmm. Hmm. Sun, Mars, Jupiter in ninth house, Scorpio ascendant. We just talked about it, right? Mars, Jupiter in ninth house, Cancer. Mars is debilitated, Jupiter is exalted. Good for like knowledge-oriented things, but difficult for relationship and all. Why same question again? How did you get introduced in astrology? That means questions are gone. There are no more questions. Useless questions are coming up. Okay. How did you get introduced to astrology? I was always interested in astrology. From 2013, I started learning seriously. Uh, when people start asking questions about me, that means okay, fine. People are tired. You mentioned that we read transits from ascendant. What is the difference of reading it from moon sign or sun sign? As I always said, ascendant shows the life path. So if you want to predict an event which is going to happen in your life, see from the ascendant. If you want to see how your mind will feel after the event, see from the moon sign. Okay. If you want to find how your soul will feel, which about which we have no idea where the soul is, okay, then see from the sun sign. Or we have all the idea about the ego. So if you want to see how your ego will feel, then see from the sun sign. If Saturn Ketu is in 11th house, will that mean the person will have no desire? With time, he will reach up to that level. Okay. With time, because he will go through like so many disappointments in life that eh, if he is a little bit aware, he will reach to that point where okay, fine, I had enough, that type of thing. Sun is atmakarka, Jupiter is amatkarka. How to interpret this? I'm new to astrology. um, Atmakarka is your destination in life. Amatkarka is the planet with the second highest degree, which represents right towards the destination. Atmakarka is the authority. Okay, like sun is the authority, so it shows that person needs to reach a position of authority, and his knowledge will help him in reaching that position. Okay, so it shows that someone can reach a position of authority through his work of teaching, guiding, counseling, consulting of any nature. Uh, Go through the basics first. If you are new to the astrology, don't directly jump into these higher concept of atmakarka matkarka. I'm not stopping you from learning. I'm just saying that go in a proper order. First learn the houses, the signs, the planets, then degrees, then atmakarka matkarka, and then okay, that will help. Which placement represents scientific type capability, especially in technology? Aquarius should be prominent in the chart. Okay. I think I wrote articles. They are on the website, so you can find them. Aquarius becomes the most important sign. Sadvisha becomes most important nakshatra. So right. The planets in this sign or this nakshatra can indicate someone into like technology side or scientific side and all. Okay, thank you. Let's close for the day. As I said in the post, I'm planning to make videos now. So from next week, I will be posting some videos. I hope you people will like them. We will start with the basics like houses, signs, and all. Okay, very basic. Even like first video can be on origin of astrology. Thank you.